Hey, this is Jesse Bourne. Welcome back to the box office. So I'm going to show you guys what got done here in the shop this month. So we got a lot of boxes made. Biggest month so far as number of sea chests built. We cut box number 61. We're chugging right along. Pretty soon we'll be done with the sea chest puzzle boxes. Then we'll be moving on to either the sea chest 2, which is also named the sundial box, or we're going to go with the Fibonacci box. And I've been working a lot on the Fibonacci prototypes. This entire thing was cut on the CNC, including the miters here. And then I'm working on some detailing in the bottom, a little Fibonacci based spiral. I've just been continuing to work on the automation as far as the CNC machine is concerned. So I've been setting up fixtures, making sure that the tool changer works. And I put in another 4th axis, which is really cool because it spins the work and it's actually going to be able to hold the box and spin it for us so that we can do a bunch of cool carvings on the outside. I haven't even got into like what I'm going to design on the outside of the box, but the possibilities with the 4th axis on the CNC is pretty amazing. I've got these old just boxes that kind of failed. This one has like different color Yosegi, and you can see like the seams and gaps are just not as good. But this is like totally functional. This one I think is totally functional. Just like the seams are not good again. Functional. I think these 4 might need like a bunch, you know, especially like this thing, you know. These ones need like a bunch of work, but it's something I don't have time for. But I wonder if one of my viewers or one of my followers, somebody who's handy in the wood shop would like to just, you know, take these for like 25, 50 bucks or whatever, you know, a couple of them or however many you want, and just tinker with them, get them so that they can function again, because it is a cool puzzle box and we did put a bunch of work into it. So it's like, if I don't have to throw it away, I don't want to. So we'll see how many people are interested. Just shoot me a comment or a message or something, an email. In other news, we got some more lighting in the shop. This is great because it's getting kind of dark over here. So it's nice to have all this LED. This was originally like a fluorescent. Took out the ballast and I put in LEDs. So that's given us a lot more light and it just brightens up the shop considerably. Really, really cool boxes. I really like, you can just tell that our finishing techniques are getting better. The look is just so cool. Just the way the grain pops because of the way that the finishing is being done. It looks really old, but also just really well worn and really well handled. So this is a 4th axis. What it is it's connected, this motor's connected to the CNC. So the same motors that are controlling the height of this spindle and the travel across the X and the Y are also controlling this little lathe motor here. So this will turn this as this is moving around. So you can make all kinds of cool patterns. Basically, I can take this box that I make here and I can mount it between centers right there, and I can rotate it and I can carve into it at the same time with a router bit in the spindle. And I'm really excited about getting into that and tinkering with that. That spiral turned out pretty cool. I just bent that with, by hand, this Wange inlay, which went okay, but I'm gonna have to figure out something else. Then I put like the pattern that I actually want to do in pencil. Like I penciled in something that would be really cool if I was able to do that, and I was like experimenting with it today. You have to fail a whole bunch of times before you actually get good at something. So right now I'm kind of failing at the inlay and stuff, but eventually it'll come together and I think it's going to be really cool. And you just have to keep pushing the walls. I want to keep getting better at making boxes, keep trying new things, and eventually the boxes will just, you know, the experience will pay off in small ways and things will just keep improving, you know. So let me show you this fixture for gluing up the bottoms of the Fibonacci boxes. So I made this out of acrylic, and then I bought these Mighty Bite clamps. Mighty Bite clamps are just hexagon, brass hexagons, and then it takes this bolt with a center that is offset. It's asymmetrical. As you turn these bolts, the hexagon moves and it pushes in and out. So when I'm gluing in these bottoms, I get 6 of these triangles, and they all have splines in them. So I put all the splines in, I put all the glue in, then I just line this up here, push this in, and then when I'm ready to clamp, still with the glue all wet and everything, I just go around and I start to tighten these. And this system just gives me a whole lot of control over which triangle is moving into the center, because when you're clamping something like this, it gets easy for you to misalign the center and everything's just off a little bit and there's gaps and it's just terrible. So with this system, I'm liking it. I've only made a couple this way, but it makes it really easy to clamp it up and keep pressure on it and get rid of the seams. So little things like that could save us a lot of work. So that leads me to the next thing, which is making the miters for the box, these 60-degree angles here. So I decided to cut these with a tool from Amana. Amana Tools makes this wood sign making bit at 60 degrees, but I tried that a few times and it's just not accurate enough for what I'm doing with the miters, because I found that the insert was a few degrees off. But eventually my buddy Josh told me about the chamfer bits, just getting a really big chamfer bit, which is made to be like dead on. Now we can do a whole bunch of cool things inside here. It makes me able to do other stuff, to add value to the box in other ways and not have to go back and forth from the table saw and be setting up a table saw jig every single day when I make a new box. I made like, I don't know, probably 20 of these before I finally dialed in the fit. But it's worth it because it's going to be super consistent and super accurate, and it frees us up to do other stuff, to work on the boxes in other ways and make something really cool while the machine's also working for us.